surprised by, because I didn't anticipate that that would happen for a long time. So, to those two Patreon members, their names are Nell T, Nelt. He was my very first Patreon, and he sent me a really sweet message saying I was one of his favorite ASMR artists. So thank you so much, Nelty. You are so sweet and kind, and the fact that you're my first patron is really exciting to me. So thank the gifts I could give you, I choose to give the ones I needed when I was in my darkest moments. You see, we all walk different paths, but there's one tragedy that all of us share: the struggle to be ourselves in a world that wants us to be anything but ourselves. Here's the gift of understanding when you are in a room full of people looking right past the pain inside you. Here's the gift of me too when you feel that you are the only one who thinks and feels the way that you do. Here's the gift of kindness when the world bundles up its heartlessness and throws it at you. Here's the gift of love when you feel that the only love you deserve is that which others believe you are worthy of. May these gifts light up your way when darkness overtakes your path. May these gifts allow your true self to emanate from within so that you may be your own light. This first story or short story is called You Are the Sun. For them to see you shine, you must stay far away. For you are just like the sun. When you're too close, your light makes them blind. And when you're too far, they seek you. So let them seek you. They're getting your light regardless, but appreciating your presence is different from recognizing your existence. If they don't appreciate your presence, they may never even recognize your absence. This next one is called Power. Respect the freedom that you were born with, but that you've denied yourself. Break free from the power that power has over you and believe in your own beliefs. Rest your heart. Your heart is precious, so take care of it. It may be able to forgive unconditionally, but don't exhaust it by surrounding yourself with those who constantly do you wrong. It may have an infinite capacity for patience, but don't exhaust it by surrounding yourself with those who don't value your time. Think of me too. If you want me to listen to you, respect that I can hear. If you want me to speak to you, respect that I have a voice. If you want me to look at you, respect my ability to see. Do you know how to do that? Listen to me when I talk. Talk to me when you hear me. And look at me when I look at you. Share with me not only your sadness, but also your happiness. If I can bear hours of your sadness, believe me, it's because I would like to see days of your happiness. Depend on me if you respect that I am worthy of your trust. Open your heart to me if you respect that I am worthy of your love. Let the mask fall off. I appreciate a genuine effort over a fake attempt to gain my trust. The clouds overtake the sky person, they will. If people want to see you as a bad person, absolutely nothing you do will stop them. Ironically, the more you try to show them your good intentions, the more reason you give them to knock you down. Keep your head up high and be confident in what you do. Be confident in your intentions and keep your eyes ahead instead of wasting your time on those who want to drag you back. Because you can't change people's views. You have to believe that true change for yourself comes from within you, not from anyone else. For me personally, something that really switched my perspective on a confidence level is realizing that nobody can give you confidence. You have to give that to yourself. Confident people are confident because they know they're confident, not because a million people in the world told them how amazing they are. They are confident because they know their worth, and only you can give that to yourself. So remember that next time you're feeling insecure, you're as confident as you say you are, not the world says you are. This next story is called Broken Wings. Don't break a bird's wings and then tell it to fly. Don't break a heart and then tell it to love. Don't break a soul and then tell it to be happy. Don't see the worst in a person and expect them to see the best in you. Don't judge people and expect them to stand by your side. Don't play with fire and expect to stay perfectly safe. Life is about giving and taking. You cannot expect to give bad and receive good. You cannot expect to give good and receive bad. Does it happen? Yes. But don't make that an excuse for you to keep doing what you know is wrong. Don't blame life for what you do. Be sought. Whatever you do, do it with purpose. Being focused is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be proud of. When you know what you are doing and have a clear vision of where you are going, you will not need to chase opportunities. Opportunities will seek you. Happiness will chase you. And instead of being a choice, you will be the one choosing. Respect me. Own my heart with your respect. Free me from your deceit. Captivate me with your honesty. Rid me of uncertainty. Challenge me with your thoughts. Enslave me with your genuineness. Impress me with your spontaneity. Treat me right, and I will treat you better. Keep me away from what I don't deserve, and I will bring you closer to what you deserve. Respect me. Be honest with me. I will give you nothing but multiples of that in return. Be considerate. Be considerate of others before you expect them to be considerate of you. Don't freeze time and isolate events in the desire to give yourself the responsibility. Don't rely on others to make your life better. You may seem like a puzzle piece that fits nicely into their plans at one point, but what happens if they change their mind? So be it. You have a mind to lead you by logic and a heart to lead you by reason. You choose your fate by taking responsibility and by taking the lead in your life. Don't make yourself part of others' plans. Make your own plan and be part of it. An ironic reward for a beautiful heart. Beautiful hearts are hard to find, and to reward them when we do find them, we convince ourselves that they're too good for us. What a reward. Instead of holding on to them, we pull ourselves away. We push them away. We forget that the beauty of their hearts comes from their ability to love and from their willingness to liberate those whose hearts have caged themselves in the past. Feel me. I can point you towards the sky, but I can't make you reach for the stars. I can show you the moon, but I can't make you feel its beauty or appreciate its light. I can show you the pathways that you can take, but I can't make you walk down them. I can extend my hand to help you, but I can't make you hold it. I can tell you the truth, but I can't make you believe it. I can tell you how I feel, but I can't make you care. Lifelong learning. If you think that education only takes place in an institution, think again. As long as you breathe, your mind, your heart, and your soul are seeking knowledge. So respond to them and nurture their needs. Ask questions and keep your life dynamic. Knowledge is not necessarily confined to a specific subject area. Knowledge is what drives your life and makes it meaningful. So unless the institution you're referring to is the institution of life, education does not confine itself to the limits of any institution. It extends its wings onto every aspect of your life. So what are you waiting for? Start flying. Take the lead. You choose how your life is going to be. Don't let anyone make decisions for you unless you've got your head on their neck. Unless they've got your head on their neck and your heart in their chest. Don't let anyone make decisions for you unless they've got your head on their neck and your heart in their chest. Be a leader of your own life, and don't get yourself to a point where you realize that you are on a road that is not your own. And no, leadership does not mean that you have to be popular or have people following you. Being a leader is about leading your own mind's logic and leading your heart's reason. Be cognizant of the decisions that your mind and heart make, and your life will be much more meaningful and rewarding. Change. You can draw a path for your life and have all your goals set. You can change yourself as much as possible and change things around you just to reach those goals. Here's the catch. Never underestimate the power of fate. It can knock down the highest of goals that seem guaranteed in your life. Plan, yes, and decide, yes, are said too many times, they become cheap, and I only deserve to hear what is valuable. I'm gonna do a couple more short stories and then wrap up this video, you guys. I hope that at this point you are fast asleep. 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 The way they treat you. Have you ever been told to treat people the way they treat you? Well, don't do that. Treat them better than they treat you. If a person's bad action makes you do the same, how can you say that you are any better? If a person discourages you from doing your own good, encourage him or her to do what's for his or her own good. Remember, you don't have to listen to them, but you also don't have to answer them back in your own tone. If a person disrespects you, react to him or her with respect. Learn from the best. Don't compare yourself by looking down. Always look up to those who struggle yet still inspire their worst enemies. Still inspired their worst enemies. Simplicity is the key. We often fail to see the beauty in the simplest things in life. A smile, a fresh breath of air, a full moon, a sky full of stars, a simple act of kindness, an inspirational conversation, a childhood memory, a mother's kiss. These are the things that make life beautiful because they will always be there as a reality or a living memory. These simple things do not have a price attached to them, unlike the things we strive for nowadays that we think will make us happy. When we fail to appreciate simplicity, we fail to see and appreciate the most beautiful and important things in our lives. When we fail to appreciate simplicity, we fail at being truly happy. The happiest people are the most grateful. So I'm going to read that line again because it's really, really important. When we fail to appreciate simplicity, we fail at being truly happy. When we fail to appreciate simplicity, we fail at being truly happy. So these next two are going to be my last ones, okay? respect them, cherish every moment you spend with them, and make them smile. Do not let a stressful day get in the way of spending